Working to kick off for the Saints.
The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A good play action with Love. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. On play action, Love. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Watkins motioning over. He'll get this out wide. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now, this looks like a design run. And he will do it himself. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here in the pocket, keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield. On the handoff, it's Garenda. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, here is the rookie from Texas A&M. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Bateman is the motion man. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And only just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here's Blake Groupie for the Saints, a field goal try. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Groupie's kick is good. We are through 1. 10-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Love to throw. This one on target. It's Dobbs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They'll run with Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Love. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it. And not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but
that's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll give it to Garendo. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. One more time, it's Garendo. Finding room at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. going to use their second timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Groupie now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints move further out in front. It is now 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Love. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. Here's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Garenda. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's fielded at about the 18. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Third and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. Now, faking the give. Open space there for Dobbs. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Packers.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Love. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Third and long. Back to throw is Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of his...
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
A run with Garendo. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Give them 14 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. He gets free. Still going. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Packers are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's to midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Watkins motioning over. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run. Here's Gorenda. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Another gain on the play. That's good for a Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Gorenda. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here comes Gorenda. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
A loss of 8.
So this one, a win for the Saints. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Looked like a